Greetings, folks, and welcome to Command Modern Air Naval Operations. I'm Ebereg, and this is the Operation Lightning Strike scenario. So apparently, a rogue Pakistani general has gotten his hand on nuclear weapons and is threatening to nuke US bases in the Middle East as well as India. Pakistanis stress that this is strictly an internal matter, but for the US, fuck that. So, they have an armor brigade in defensive positions around Minhas. There are also some air defense, including Crowtail and some man-pads, as well as some AAA. But there's no indication that that any elements of the Pakistani Air Force are collaborating. That's pretty good. Pakistani, Iranian, Indian, we don't care, just don't piss them off. Probably gonna piss off the Pakistanis, but that's a little unavoidable. So, task organization, don't care. You are to identify and destroy the nuclear storage bunker and any deployed TEL vehicles at PAF Minhas within 2 days. Execution at discretion and by all means necessary. If you do end up violating a neutral's airspace or in confrontation with Pakistani regulars or a bordering state, you must still meet your primary objectives. MCON State C, unrestricted missions, let's do this. So, Sun Tzu said that hostile armies may face each other for years, striving for the victory, which is decided in a single day. This is a very long scenario, but the difference between victory and defeat can be decided in 15 seconds. Yeah. Why 15 seconds? Well, because that's how long it takes for the belligerents to launch a ballistic missile, a nuclear-tipped ballistic missile. And you do not want that to happen. So, first things first, I'm gonna arm these F-16s with AMRAAMs. I got the feeling I'm going to need them. Call the General's instinct. And oh yeah, something about the doctrine here, for some reason every unit doesn't have their doctrine set to inherited, but to allow but not tankers refueling tankers. That's actually a bit of a problem. So, let me go around and set all the units I'm going to use to inheriting their refueling doctrine. So, let me go back to you. I don't need these. Oh yeah. Set these guys to be tankers. And oh yeah, I got F-22 Raptors here. I'm going to need those. So arm these with AMRAAMs, internal long range. And also set the refueling doctrine to inherited. We got strato tankers, we're going to use those. Arm tanker. Set these guys refueling doctrine to inherited. Set the U2's refueling doctrine to inherited. Set the Sentry's refueling doctrine to inherited. And let's go to out of date. More tankers to arm. And set these guys refueling doctrine to inherited. Set the rivet joints refueling doctrine to inherited. Set these rivet joints refueling doctrine to inherited. So, Diego Garcia is where our main striking power is. We got a bunch of 8 Strato Fortress. Let's set the refueling doctrine to inherited. 2 B2s, and this is the important one, the B2s. we're actually going to be using stealth fighters quite a bit, and bombers. That doesn't mean the B-52s aren't important because, well, they can launch MANOs. And what are MANOs? Well, they're air-launched decoys. So we're going to need those to thin out Pakistani air defenses. With the B-2s, they can launch JASSMs, which are basically semi-stealthy cruise missiles. So we arm the B-2s with JASSMs. And now let's set up a few missions, define an area here, add new mission, call it Sky Eye. It's a support mission, and put the E3 sentries on it. Now the reason why it's important to switch out the refueling doctrine to inherited is because of this. We don't want the sentries to have mid-air refueling. I mean, we have plenty of coverage, so we don't let them. But if I hadn't set their doctrines to inherited, they wouldn't obey that. They'll just refuel to their heart's content. So let's define another area here. Add new mission. Yellow ear. It's a support mission. And let's put the rivet joints on it. And again, don't allow them to partake in their refueling. So let's add one final mission here. Add new mission. Fuel supply. It's a support mission. And add every single tanker I have to it. 1/3 roll, of course. Where's the extenders? Okay, and we're going to let them inherit. So, we can't launch the strike yet, but that doesn't mean we can't reconnoiter the area. That's what this RQ-170 is for. It's a stealth drone for reconnaissance. So we launch it, and we're going to need the Ohio, get it closer, and flank speed, shallow depth, and let's start the time and see what happens. Okay, so we set Ghost 1 to 20,000 feet in altitude. That's so it gets a good reconnaissance. And direct it over to their storage bunker. And let's speed up time. So, interesting thing to note, the Pakistani belligerents, the rebels, are going to launch nukes if they ever get attacked. But, we're going to have to attack them quickly enough to make sure that they don't get too many nukes away. They are going to get some away, but you have to make sure that those nukes are the kind that are easy to intercept, i.e. cruise missiles, not ballistic missiles. They do have both. Okay, so Ghost 1 is crossing into Pakistani territory. It is now in danger. Slow down time, zoom in. Okay, so Ghost 1 is there. Spotting the targets. Got some armor. Okay, we got 2 missile artilleries. I have good intelligence that tells me that these are the only 2 the belligerents have. Okay, so we've classified them. This is a HADF-7, which launches cruise missiles. These are easy to intercept. And this is a HAT-F6, which launches ballistic missiles. These are impossible to intercept. So the belligerents are going to launch nukes as soon as they get attacked. We want to make sure they don't launch any ballistic missiles whatsoever. And now, if we knew the cruise missile target, we would be able to defend against them. I noticed that the Indians seem to think that New Delhi is the only valid target for this guy, and we seem to think that Bagram Air Base is the only valid target in Afghanistan. So he has two targets. But what's rather interesting is that his cruise missile battery doesn't have the range to reach Delhi. That is actually fairly important, which means he's aiming those cruise missiles at Bagram. Luckily, I have a bunch of Falcons with AMRAAMs to defend it. Good thing I armed them that way. See? General's instinct. So, let's get even more on the look. Okay, armor. We don't need to worry about those. Let's just get Ghost 1 back to the area. And let's look at the plan. These guys are going to be ready in an hour and 13 minutes. That gives us more than enough time. Let's slow the Ohio down to creep speed. And it's down to creep speed. So, let's get the Ohio to attack this ballistic missile launcher with 60 Tomahawks. Now, I actually do plan to attack the cruise missile launcher in the same salvo, but I want to make sure the ballistic missile launcher is down first. So plot the course to avoid any Pakistani air defenses, which are most likely near their air bases. That's pretty important so we don't get too many Tomahawks shot down. And let's let her rip. Wait. Let's get Ghost 1 to try to get these guys that are returning to base. These guys are going out on their patrol. Let's try to get away from them as quickly as possible at high altitude. Okay. Let's say it goes one back to cruise since it's out of the danger zone. But it got awfully close. And let's actually set the Ohio to full stop since it's done its duty. And speed up the time. Okay, so the Tomahawks are crossing Pakistani territory. Let's get Ghost One to return to base. And actually, you know what? I don't think this music is really doing it for me. think we need to use some other music. Roll it. So these fighters are to intercept the tomahawks. More fighters needed to intercept the tomahawks. And they have 80, so they are circle. We'll track them. And even more fighters rolling in to take out tomahawks. And look at that, all the guys I armed at the beginning, fighters, are ready to go. Ghost Horn is detecting missile. Okay. That shouldn't have happened. Bit of a bug. So the tomahawks are getting closer. Let's take a look at their spread. It's actually pretty good spread out. Okay, it's good that those two got shot down. No, really, it is good. They were going to triple up this nuclear attack. Back before. So the tomahawks are moving in. Ready to kick ass into the flame. Okay. So, the ballistic missile launcher is down. Let's attack cruise missile launcher now. And, let's spend time there. Okay, cruise missile launcher is down. Let's, they most likely gotten some cruise missiles away, so let's launch the Falcons to intercept them. cruise missiles are incoming. The Pakistani Air Force is shooting them down, which, thanks for the help, guys. We got missiles incoming. More nukes incoming. This guy is about to violate Afghan airspace chasing nukes, but I'm not gonna prosecute him for that. No hard feelings. So is that all of them? It looks like that was all of them. Yeah, so that was all of them. So let's get back to the normal music. Get most of our guys to return to base. Except for this guy, we're gonna keep him around the base just in case there are some nukes I missed. Okay, so let's just speed up time and wait for something to happen. This can be an incredibly boring mission. I mean, it's just literally just waiting around most of the time. Waiting for your bombers to arm. So yeah, if there are any nuke missiles coming, I would have seen them by now. Let's just get this guy to return to base. You know what? I'm gonna stop the recording now and get back to you later when something interesting happens. This is Everegg. See you next time. I'm back, guys, and we're back in Operation Lightning Strike. The bombers at Diego Garcia are about to be ready. So while they're doing that, let's make the situation better for them. Let's turn off the 1/3 roll on the tanker orbit and scramble all of our tankers. And there they go. And they're ready. So, let's first look at the B-52. It has a cruise speed speed of 450 knots. That's actually important. And let's look at the B2, which has a cruise speed of 480 knots. You want the B2s to get there first. B52s to get there first. So let's launch them. Okay, let's get the B-52s up here, and while we're at it, you'll note that the MALD has a range of 500 nautical miles. We do not want the B-52s to penetrate Pakistani airspace. So, let's just use the range of bearing tool. 480 nautical miles seems good enough. And we'll call this reference point MALD launch. So let's go back to Diego Garcia and launch the Spirit of Alaska with its JASMs. We only need one B2. Okay, Spirit of Alaska has JASMs. Let's first order it to refuel because B2s don't have range of B-52s, and I'm going to need to refuel. So let's look at Al-Dhafra. Yes, that is where the Raptors are. And one thing to note is actually I changed the jettison ordnance doctrine to yes, jettison ordnance when under attack. That's so that they'll release their drop tanks when they're under attack. So, let's take the range and bearing tools. Let's take a range and bearing to the tankers, about 580 nautical miles. Let's take another range and bearing. Okay, let's do 460 nautical miles. And we'll call this reference point launch the Raptors. Because while the B-2 doesn't have much loader time, the Raptors have even less. So, we're gonna have to make sure we launch the Raptors on time so that they can escort the B-2. So, let's speed up time and see what happens. Yeah, this mission is a lot of waiting around. Okay, so now the Spirit of Alaska has reached the launch the Raptors reference points. So, let's launch the Raptors. So let's get these Raptors to refuel, and let's get these Raptors to turn their radars on and refuel. Let's get these Raptors to turn their radars on and refuel. Let's get these raptors to turn their radars on and refuel. And let's get these raptors to turn their radars on and refuel. Oh, and while we're at it, since the Pakistani Southern Air Defense Zone just got declared hostile, let's set all of these raptors weapon control status to hold. Since we don't want the Pakistanis to take too many casualties. Just the ones that get in our way. So let's select all of these raptors and tell them to go here. Select the Spirit of Alaska, tell them to go here. So that you can tell when they're done refueling. So the idea is to get the B-52s to launch the balls, thin out Pakistani air defenses, then send the Spirit with Raptor escort to take out the nuclear storage bunker, which is my final target. And I don't know how the Rogue General will respond to all of his ballistic missile launchers getting taken out, but I don't think it'll be very good. So yeah, there's that. I mean, he still has the nukes, but he can't do anything with them. So, one wonders what he's going to do. Okay, B2 is heading to refuel. Raptors aren't quite there just yet. B-52s are headed into position. And the B-2 is now refueling. Hopefully it gets done before the Raptors are done. Oh, Raptors are already done refueling and the B-2 isn't. Okay. So now the B-2 is done refueling, as well as the Raptors. Couldn't have timed it any better myself. So, let's start this strike. Let's, path the, strike package along here, and let's get the B-52s to launch at their mauls at this target. We're doing a bearing-only launch. So, let's see what happens. Okay, they're considering me hostile now. Okay, B-52s are now RTB. They've launched the malls. Okay, these guys are going cruise speed. The malls are going slower. Let's set these guys to loiter so that they don't overtake the balls. Of course, this is going to hurt their range, but I think that's an acceptable compromise to make. This guy go 350 not 5 350. Okay, the malls are pulling ahead, and these Falcons aren't engaging the malls. Okay, let's set these guys... No. Let's set the side doctrine for no automatic evasion. So that they don't evade missiles headed for the balls. Let's get these guys back up to cruise speed, since the malls are about to run to the end of their fuel. And the malls have run out of energy. B2 is getting in range. And I do believe the B2 is now in range. So, let's attack the storage bunker. Let's send these Raptors back, since B2 is going to be headed back now. So these JASMs are cruise missiles. Okay. The Spirit of Alaska is now RTB. It is Winchester. So let's get it back along a designated path. And yes, I do know what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep you out of the firing line. It appears that nothing is intercepting them. storage bunker is now gone. So hooray for America! We saved the day! But let's not throw a party until we're out of the danger zone. So yeah, that's Lightning Strike. Operation Lightning Strike. A deceptively small scenario. Now, I have seen this AAR on Steam Archive basically lasts half the Pakistani the air defenses, and doesn't even get around to bombing the rebel belligerents. Don't follow that walkthrough. It's just not the way to play this scenario. You have to play this scenario the boring way. So yeah, Triumph, current score is 3. They only give 1 point per target destroyed. But, yeah. I didn't lose anything. I used 60 Tomahawks, 4 AMRAAMs, 48 Mauls, and 16 JASSMs. None of the other sides lost anything. Pakistani Air Defense Zone North used 16 PL-12s, 13 23mm burst, 5 Spies, and 2 Sidewinders. Whereas Air Defense Zone South used 2 Sidewinders, 24 AMRAAMs, 4 M-model Sidewinders, and 10 Vulcan bursts. The belligerents lost both of their ballistic missile launchers and their ammo bunker. They managed to launch all of their cruise missiles, 10 Crowtails, and 4 Trinordican bursts. And India and Iran didn't get involved at all. So, yeah, I think that was a fairly successful playthrough. So that's that. This is Ebereg, signing off.